Hello everybody, welcome back to another abstract tutorial with me. Today we're going to work on a 24 by 36 gallery canvas, and I'm going to start dark today. I'm going to use my burnt sienna. This is a high flow acrylic, and I'm just going to put a little bit over here like this, just like that. I'm going to use this crazy brush that I have. With a little bit of water, not too much, just a tiny bit to move this down. And again, what I'm doing is I'm trying to find myself in a white canvas, on my white surface. I don't have a plan, I don't have an idea. You should go, feel free, and do your thing. Don't think too much. All right, so now I'm going to use my magenta, and again, this one is a high flow, just tiny bit. Oh, I'm loving this color already. I'm going to use a little bit more of my water because, again, I'm working with fluid and I'm working with high flow acrylic, so the water will move it around nicely. So what I'm doing right now is just creating marks. So I'm going to use my pencil again. I'm going to do marks, just moving things around. Okay. Again, all of this probably is going to be all covered up, but I'm just finding myself. So, my raw sienna, and this time I'm going to use a heavy body because I already used the fluid, so it's already staining my canvas. All right, there is something about this color with pink that speaks to me. I don't know why. It's just weird. I like the combination very much. I'm going to go pretty strong right now. I'm going to mix it. And again, I'm going to spray it. And I'm just going to flip it like this because I want the drips. I want the drips to show nicely. There we go. It's like a nice effect. This is my favorite effects are the drips. And then I'm just going to keep working on it. Right? I just have to say something. You guys are amazing. My last video was just one of my most viewed in my whole entire year being here as a YouTuber. Thank you so much for all of your support and your likes. You guys are awesome. All right, so it's time for me to use some of my gesso just to light up the paint. It's just to start creating shadows and lighting up my situation here. Remember always to go on your edge. Your edges will thank you later. Alright, you guys see how this just blends nicely. I'm loving the pink over here. And again, this is just the first layer. Don't panic, don't go crazy. I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? This is not going good. It's actually doing what I want because I want to focus on two sizes. I don't know why I'm focusing on that, but I'm liking it. And you can wait till you dry, or you can keep working on it wet on wet. But today I'm just gonna use my paper towel over here to absorb the ink, the excess of water, and take it away a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. And again, we want to keep doing more drips, so I'm not concerned about removing everything. I just want to absorb all that water that I put down before. Italy was very hot, just letting you know. I have a crazy heating moment. Alright, so I'm going to use this dry brush again. I'm going to move things around with one. Alright, so I have my background. Okay, I'm going to use my paper towel again, and I'm going to smooth things a little bit. So if you notice, it's not that I'm removing the paint away from what I did, but I am creating some kind of a sketch in acrylic, just a sketch, right? And then I will move things around and I'm going to start putting more painting. It's just more like my guide, like where am I going after this, right? So I'm going to keep doing it. Here, let's see. Much of the water. And again, this is the first stage. I love fourth stage because you can play around and around and you don't have to worry about too much. All right, so it's time for me to add my darks. And I'm using my hands this time. It's because it's my favorite. It's just like it's a freedom, you know, like you play like a little kid, you know, just move things around and it's just beautiful. I'm obsessed with this color palette. I don't know if you guys notice. It's one of my favorites lately. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of this leftover pink here, just to add a little bit of lighting. There we go. I love it. Love it. Does it feel great when you are playing with color and then you're like, oh my god, these two colors look so good together? I love that feel. It's like something special for me. All right, so now I'm gonna play crazy here. I'm gonna use a little bit of this teal. I know, it's gonna be interesting, but I just wanna try. And this is the only way you will know what in the world is going on if you play around. Okay, just a tiny bit. I don't wanna make this too crazy, but just a little bit. And again, if I feel that it's too much, I can mute it. And I can also use a little bit of a little bit more dark blue and really go crazy. And that, yeah, experimented. See, like that teal was a little bit too light for this painting. But again, you find yourself once you experiment and you play. I love that. That is cool. All right, so now I feel that I need to put some light in the middle here and all the way up. Again, we're just mixing and experimenting, okay? You don't know what's going on, you don't know what's going to happen. You're just playing around. And honestly, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm going to take the towel. Okay, just move things around a little bit. Just to remove some of the brush mark. I can use my hand as well. All right, it's looking pretty good so far. Maybe I'm going to tone this blue here a little bit with my orange. And honestly, guys, I love to use color straight from the tube and mixing it here on the canvas. I know all the artists, they love to start mixing their palettes and get their colors ready. I go like this. I don't think much. I just love to play around and see what I get. Yeah, let's hide this blue a little bit with this awesome orange. Oh yeah, it's giving me a perfect brown that I started with before. Loving that. Looking like fire kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of my white. Just get over here a little bit. And again, we just play. Remember, it shows at play. Shows at play. And I'm gonna get beautiful magenta. I'm gonna get it darker right here. Yeah. Oh, this is looking good. And then move around. Keep playing around, There you go. That's looking sexy. I'm loving the movement. I'm loving the movement. Just play around with it. Play around with it. All right, so I'm already thinking about what name should I name this painting, because she's talking to me right now nicely and smooth. Okay, and again, you can come again and put more layers and keep playing around. So don't worry, don't think that you're going to be stuck to this. You can change anything at any time, because the more layers you put, the better. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of my pink over here. And then I'm going to light it. It's like a pinky sky. I'm going to get a tiny bit of my orange. I'm going to move this orange up here. Okay, now you notice I haven't used any more paint, just moving it around. Honestly, I'm loving this a lot. So I'm just going to soft this here. Just a little bit. And again, everything is happening with my hands. Because I can come later and do more touches with more layers. Right now, I'm just trying to make something out of this, make it some kind of like a figure. Okay. Finding that balance in my head. Okay, what's this look like? What am I looking like? So I'm going to put a little more of my orange, because I really love that orange there. Same over here. Okay. I'm loving all the comments that you guys have leaving me saying that you really enjoy my videos, that you are so happy to find a real abstract painter. That means so much to me, guys. Like, honestly, to be a painter doesn't take much. The only thing you have to do is like follow your feelings, your heart, and go. I remember when I started painting, it was pretty frustrated. Like, I was getting everything muddy and I wasn't happy with what I was doing, and it was just annoying. And I play and I play and I play and I play and I make mistakes and I make mistakes, and I finally find myself after 5-6 years. So it took a long time. All right, so now I want to just get rid of too many movements here. I think I'm gonna bring a little bit of my burnt sienna here, just a tiny bit, just to darken this area a little bit here. There we go. All right. So right now I am on the stage that I am not so happy just yet. I like where it's going. I'm just not happy yet. So you need to find that moment that you're like, oh my God, I'm loving it. I don't want to touch it anymore. You know, that's what you want to find. Right now, I'm just trying to find it, but at the same time, I'm not caring too much. Okay. Okay, so here is one thing that I don't like much, and it's this muddy over here. I mixed too many colors in there, and then it became just mud. So I'm just going to remove that now that it's wet. And I'm going to come with my favorite magenta and just go all the way, just because it's my favorite color on the palette. So I'm going to just keep working on that. Perfect. So the orange was not talking to me too much. So that's it. I just remove it away from me for now. Same with the blue. Just remove it a little bit. I might actually use a little bit of this light one over here. Yeah. I'm going to use my brush a little bit just to get rid of those glove marks from my fingers, just to smooth things a little bit. And do the same over here. Same up here. See, it's all about finding peace. I wasn't liking the orange, became too grayish, muddy, and I wasn't happy with it. So what do? You play around and remove things. So now I'm just going to make scratches. Okay. The more scratches you make, the more fun. Use your other hand, and then just make marks. Make marks. All right. So now I'm going to use my silicone, and I'm going to play around with movements. I'm not using any more paint because right now I am okay where we are with color. So right now it's like all about creating that abstract. All right, so I think I don't want to touch it too much right now. This is the moment that if you cannot find yourself anymore and you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do right after this, just walk away. So I'm just standing it up. And I'm going to do a little bit of my roots, just a little bit on this side here and over here a little bit. All right, so right now I'm on the stage that I don't know what else to do with it. I have a vision of a city, but I can incorporate a little bit of like florals at the bottom here, something like simulating tattoos. I don't know, I have like a wild idea right now, but I'm going to walk away from it because this is part of like being responsible when it comes to like creating a good piece of art. So if you feel that you're playing with it and nothing else is coming out and you're not satisfied, just walk away from it, because I think it's very important for you to do other things, distract yourself, start another painting, do something different, and then come back with it with a fresh mind, and trust me, you're going to find yourself to keep going, moving forward. Thank you so much. This is just part 1 of this video, and I'm going to just resume the next week with the second video. Thank you again, and we will see you on my next tutorial.